This is yet another Dwarven Knight set. This is the horse-drawn Ballista. It comes with 3 characters, horses which are actually ponies, but if you look at the catalog, it says horse-drawn Ballista, and even gives you a description. The functioning Ballista is moved by the horse. So these are not horses, they are actually ponies, because these are dwarves, and dwarves have short legs and they cannot ride horses. But anyway, there are 2 horses, a Ballista, and this is set 9341. Now, I don't know what Playmobil is going for here, because the shields are just completely out of whack. There are different colors, different emblems, different drawings. For example, the prince here has that whole Viking. Then there you have a Viking over here on this blue shield, round shield. On this new set, it's another Viking looking shield with red colors, and the flag then has blue on it that matches nothing. I guess the Dwarven Knights just collect armor from the people they kill, and they don't match anything. I don't know about you, but here's something that happens to some of my characters from Playmobil. Look at this hat. It's literally loose. My solution to that was to switch this hat with that hat, and there you go. For some reason, this hat, his hair or whatever, can keep that hat proper. Look at that. I can carry the whole character by holding just the hat. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's the hairstyle. I don't know. The holder of this axe on the side, if you see that? It's wider, and that often damages this holder. So what I do, instead of following the cover, the box cover, I keep this axe on the back of the character, and then I use this axe on the hand, and I make sure I never rotate. The main feature, as you can see, is pretty obvious. It's the Ballista, and basically what you can do is you just point and press these buttons to shoot the arrow. Boom, right on the face on that one. I'm going to try to get the last character. Boom, perfect. You can move this up and down, and it's pretty awesome because it has this whole protective shield made of what seems to be wood with some metal holding it, and it looks like a pretty awesome design. But you can go up and down on it. And another interesting thing you can do with this, you can perform executions. Put someone's head in there, and then you make it so that and now they're decapitated on the floor, like a big mouth. Of course, that's not what's intended for, but you can do that. The shield is removable, and then you can use it on a character. Then if you turn around here, you have these wheels. You can always play, they have an accident, the wheel comes off, one guy just starts crying on the floor. This guy tries to lift the carriage and fix it, and the shaman is just doing his voodoo there, trying to get things to work, fixing the situation. This is the connecting part of the wheel, and you just pull it off, and you can do that to any of the sides of the cart. They fixed the wheel of the cart, the Ballista. They're all happy with their arms up. This Ballista comes with a torch. This system here looks like it's activated by elasticity, but you can also play it's a cannon, and you set them off by using the torch. I don't think that's the intent of this torch. The torch just comes with the Ballista because Playmobil likes to do that, but you can always play whatever you want. As I mentioned earlier, the flag doesn't really match anything, and it doesn't really match any of these characters. It would have been nice if the flag was matching these colors, the blue yellowish or kind of blue and gold from this character, because look at that, he matches the shield perfectly. And of course, this Ballista wouldn't be unique and awesome if it wasn't for the ponies pulling the Ballista, connected by this little piece here that's connected by this piece that holds all the horses, and then they are all connected right here in the middle, so it becomes like one big piece where the horses can be pulled individually or together, and it remains very functional. Look at that, I love this. They give you a little connector right here in the front. You can buy an accessory like a Playmobil part that connects 2 more horses, and you can keep on adding horses over and over, and you can end up like with 20 horses, 10 horses. Now here on the back of the cart, there is this slot here that you can just place a character. Now as the carriage goes by, you can have this character here on the back shooting people, or just be protected by this huge barrier here in front of him. Whoever is on this side can't even reach him by throwing spears, arrows, or whatsoever. Now look at that, he's on the back here holding his torch, activating each shot of the Ballista. He's the Ballista man, just shooting them all and Now there's also a lever right here, if you see it, one on each side. Let's say the wheel is broken, so he grabs onto that lever and now he carries, at least he carries the back part of the Ballista by walking and pushing it. Look at that. And you can have one on each side if you don't have both of the wheels. That's about it. That covers all of the functions of this Ballista and the horses. And if you're wondering, unfortunately you cannot ride the horse, the pony, because the saddle is very different. It has a metal part on the saddle, you see that? Here is the front of the box. It showcases the Ballista, the horses, and all three characters. And as you see, he's holding that axe, but he has that other axe on the back which damages the holder, and I just don't like to do that. Here is the back of the box showing all the accessories you get with this set. And here are the three characters. These guys are loaded with accessories and weapons and shields. I took the shield from the Ballista because why not? It's an awesome shield and they need to use that. We have a shaman here, or a shaman with a bow and arrows. He can have all the voodoo and magic. A master of the bow and arrow with a little knife on his pouch. Intricate beard, all full of knots. Pretty awesome. But so much stuff that his arm does not go higher than this. Another problem that I have been facing is this little stick here does not stay on his hand. It's a little bit too thin, and it's really difficult to find that little perfect spot where he can actually hold it without dropping it. This guy here, he has a hat that does not want to stay, black beard, long black beard, a holder for a axe on his back. The shield I took from the Ballista, tiny little crossbow, and a little baggie that I like to think it's the crossbow spears. So he keeps the little crossbow spears in that little baggie, and then he reloads and keeps on shooting. I don't like those little crossbows, they look so small, so I like to hold weapons and shields and make him an awesome knight. Look how awesome he looks. He lost his eye, so he puts his helmet like that, only one eye out and the other eye just hidden, and that makes him a very unique character. This guy here, he is fully armored, shoulder pads and the little end gloves all matching. He also has a sword on his back, one of those vintage large sword, the shield, and his chest. If you look at his chest here, it matches the drawing on his shield, which makes it just cool looking character. If you remove his helmet, you can see he has chainmail on his head, very large beard. Another thing you can do, you can ditch the little crossbows and you can have the flag on his back, and now you have this cool army that has this main knight with a flag, and they march into battle announcing what faction they belong to. Here are all the accessories you get with this set: the antlers, 2 quivers, a bow, a little knife, a shield, another shield, staff or walking cane, an axe, a sword vintage style, the flag, torch, 2-bladed axe, a hat, a helmet, and a cape. These are the characters with all their accessories removed. I just left the belt holsters and the little wrist cuffs or gloves. Here are their backs. You have these slots here for the quivers. There's the slot here for the sword. Look at this one. He has some sort of leather armor under it. That looks cool. It's all matching. This guy has that cool emblem that matches his shield, and some sort of like samurai armor that takes over his whole half of his back pretty much. This guy has a cool armor underneath, some green shoulders matching his cape, and a very long hair that makes him look very goofy. And here are all the dwarven knights all put together from all the sets that I reviewed so far. There are some more to be reviewed and add on, and the awesome mobile dwarf fortress, but so far there's a total of 12 dwarven knights in here, 3 horses or ponies in this case, a little aircraft laner, glider, and 2 trolls full of accessories, treasure, and all kinds of weapons.